Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Is Ridge Forrester getting conned? This week on The Bold and the Beautiful Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye and Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, got a bomb dropped on them at the hospital. Apparently, Taylor isn't dying of heart failure, but her broken heart is killing her. Is Ridge Forrester getting played, or is his marriage to Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, killing his ex-wife? Here's what's coming up next on Bold and the Beautiful spoilers ahead. Taylor Hayes' return has been bittersweet. B&B fans were thrilled to have the iconic character back, only to learn that she was dying of heart failure. Taylor's unexpected health crisis seemed a little fishy, and some viewers were convinced she was faking it. Then she proved everyone wrong and passed out when she saw Brooke and Ridge kissing. Once Taylor and Ridge made it to the hospital, things got even more strange. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Grace Buckingham popped up in her scrubs to run some tests on Taylor. Grace revealed that Taylor was misdiagnosed and she isn't dying of heart failure. However, she does have a disease called broken heart syndrome. Yes, it sounds fake, but according to Dr. Buckingham, it's very real and mimics the symptoms of a heart attack that would explain why Taylor fainted. Ridge Forrester is devoted to making Taylor better and keeping her around for many more years. Thinking he was losing his ex-wife made him realize how much he still loves her. Rumor has it, Ridge will even dump Brooke Logan when he realizes that seeing Bridge together is what's breaking Taylor's heart. You have to admit, it's all a little convenient. The last thing Ridge wants is for Taylor to die from a broken heart, so he has no choice but to dump Brooke and be with her. How well do we really know Dr. Grace Buckingham? Would Taylor actually bribe a doctor and fake an illness to get back together with Ridge? Ridge Forrester has always been a man driven by passion, whether in fashion or in love. The dashing co-CEO of Forrester Creations is used to navigating treacherous waters, from corporate backstabbing to romantic betrayals. But this time, the storm may be too close to home. Recent events have left Ridge caught in a whirlwind of suspicion, and fans are beginning to wonder, is Ridge Forrester getting conned? The question stems from the sudden reappearance of certain faces in Ridge's life, faces that have historically brought chaos and turmoil. Chief among them is his ex-wife, Shauna Fulton, who swept into Ridge's world not long ago, bringing with her promises of friendship, flirtation, and perhaps something deeper. While Ridge initially believed their connection to be genuine, rooted in shared experiences and the tumult of their brief marriage, it seems there's more than meets the eye with Shauna. For someone as sharp as Ridge, being manipulated isn't something that happens easily. He survived every kind of emotional and business warfare, but Shauna is the kind of wild card who could throw him off balance. Her charm and magnetic energy seem innocent on the surface, but fans know Shauna has a penchant for spinning webs that ensnare everyone around her, and Ridge may have just walked into one of her most dangerous traps yet. The Shauna factor, second chance or strategic deception. When Shauna came back into Ridge's life, she painted her return as a friendly, supportive gesture. She assured Ridge that her feelings for him had evolved, and that she simply wanted to be there for him in his time of need. But anyone who remembers Shauna's history knows better than to take her word at face value. She's resourceful, and she's no stranger to using emotional connections to get what she wants. Ridge, meanwhile, has been vulnerable. His tumultuous relationships with Brooke Logan and Taylor Hayes have left him emotionally exposed, and Shauna's timing couldn't have been more perfect. Just when he was questioning where he stood with Brooke, she was there, offering understanding, laughter, and an alternative to the constant drama that has been his love life. But is that all Shauna is offering? Or is she playing a long game, one that could see her gaining power and control at Forrester Creations? Recent spoilers hint that Shauna's actions may be far from innocent. She's been seen whispering in Quinn's ear, another master manipulator, about her interactions with Ridge, hinting at bigger plans. If Shauna and Quinn are indeed plotting something, Ridge could find himself in the middle of a devastating scheme, one that could unravel not just his romantic life, but also his professional standing. Brooke and Taylor's warnings, enemies with a common cause. What's more curious is the rare alliance forming between Brooke and Taylor. Though the two women have spent decades fighting over Ridge, both seem to be raising the same red flags when it comes to Shauna. Brooke, ever the fiery protector, is convinced that Shauna is after something more than just Ridge's affection. She believes that Shauna's return has an ulterior motive, perhaps tied to Forrester Creations and the company's future. Taylor, usually more measured but equally protective of Ridge, is also beginning to voice her concerns. She's observed how Ridge has been increasingly reliant on Shauna for emotional support and has questioned whether Shauna's intentions are as pure as she claims. The idea that Shauna could be using Ridge to gain leverage within the Forrester empire isn't far-fetched, especially given her history with Quinn, who has always sought more influence in the business. Both Brooke and Taylor, though usually at each other's throats, might actually unite against a common enemy this time. Ridge may think he's in control, but if Shauna is manipulating him, he could soon find both of his exes working together to expose the truth. The wild card, Thomas Forrester. Adding another layer to this tangled web is Ridge's son, Thomas Forrester. Thomas has always had a complex relationship with his father. While he's often sought Ridge's approval, their relationship has been strained, especially with Thomas' manipulative tendencies often coming to light. Thomas is no stranger to deception himself, having played games with people's emotions in the past, including his obsession with Hope Logan. Thomas has been keeping a close eye on Ridge's relationship with Shauna. While he hasn't outwardly voiced any suspicions, his past suggests that he's more than capable of stepping in and playing his own game if it benefits him. If Thomas sees an opportunity to manipulate the situation to his advantage, whether that means gaining favor with his father or undermining his rivals at Forrester Creations, he might just jump into the fray. In fact, some fans speculate that Thomas could even be in league with Shauna and Quinn. If that's the case, Ridge would be facing a conspiracy not just from the outside, but from within his own family. The idea that Shauna, Quinn, and Thomas could be working together to pull the wool over Ridge's eyes isn't too far-fetched, given their shared histories of manipulation. A family empire at risk. The Forrester family's empire has always been built on creativity, hard work, and legacy. But as much as it thrives on those qualities, it's also been vulnerable to the very human flaws of its members. Ridge has worked hard to keep Forrester Creations at the top of the fashion world, but his personal life has always complicated his professional one. If Ridge is indeed being conned by Shauna, or worse, if multiple people in his life are conspiring against him, the fallout could be catastrophic. Forrester Creations could be left in chaos, with power grabs and betrayal tearing the family apart. And Ridge, who has always prided himself on his ability to see through deception, could find himself blindsided in a way he never expected. Conclusion: Ridge Forrester's dangerous blind spot. As Ridge navigates his relationships, both personal and professional, he must tread carefully. Shauna's sudden reappearance, Quinn's machinations, and even Thomas' unpredictability all point to the possibility that Ridge is walking into a trap. Whether it's love, power, or revenge that drives the people around him, Ridge could be in the middle of a long con that leaves him with nothing but heartache and shattered trust. As the drama unfolds on The Bold and the Beautiful, one thing is certain. Ridge Forrester is about to face one of the biggest challenges of his life, and if he's not careful, he might just lose everything.